Thanks for joining me again, Capricorn. It's February 2017. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. And, you know, home truly is where the heart is. And this month, as the month commences, the very exact conjunction of the Moon and Mars in your fourth house shows the emotional energy and drive that you have to put into your family life and to your domestic situation. Even if you don't have family, this is just the space in which you occupy outside your working hours is very, very strongly dominated by this combination of planets. And on the 4th of February, friendly Venus also decides to step in and move into this very same area. Venus is excellent. It brings a certain level of peace, luxury, relaxation, and that's a nice counter effect to the very impulsive, brash Moon and Mars combo. Now, if you are in family circumstance, you have to be careful that you don't actually read into other people's statements more than you need to, because this is a very reactive combination, indicating that you may misinterpret what people are trying to say to you. That misinterpretation can lead to disputes. Mars rules your 4th house of Aries. Moon rules your 7th house of marriage and relationship, and these two planets coming together in this area. Now, not quite close enough to the planet Uranus, but within a couple of days, the Moon will make a conjunction to this place. Excuse me, I've had a bad cold. And Mars later on will make that conjunction to Uranus. And that is a very destabilizing effect. So you need to control yourself in the first couple of days of the month when that's taking place. That's likely, as I said, with the counteractive influence of friendly Venus, your 10th and 5th ruler, actually the best planet for you in the zodiac and your horoscope. That does bring in quite a bit of passion, but I'm thinking this has more to do with a resumption of passion for your family ideals, realizing that a good stable foundation domestically is very vital and important to underpinning your success in life, socially and professionally. Of course, Venus rules your 10th house, and that is your career sector. And now, having Jupiter transiting in the 10th house, we know there's been so much energy for Capricorns, channeling into that area of your life. So could I put it to you that there could be a balancing act going on here as February gets underway, and especially after the 3rd, this is going to be pretty significant. The sharing of money, resources, activities and time with other people is shown by the 8th house. And there will be an important full moon there taking place on the 11th in the sign of Leo. I'm looking across here, I'm not ignoring you. So this full moon really shines a light on such things as how you function with your partners financially, what needs to be rectified. And don't forget that because the Moon and Mars were together as the month commences, Moon is going to take quite a bit of that Martian energy into the 8th house. So there's still some danger of dispute, but fortunately Leo is the trine, what we call the fire trine. So I think this could work to your advantage, where you and your partner, other people that are negotiating or dealing in finances, can actually bring your heads together and come up with some really, really interesting strategies. The other thing is that the 8th house has to do with the issue of taxation, banking, annuities, all of those inheritances, topics we don't really like to talk about unless we're accountants. But this could be a period where if you take a little bit of interest and you take that Martian energy and that vitality and curiosity, you can actually solve a lot of the problems here that are hiding under the surface. That's also shown by the passing conjunction of Mercury with Pluto in your sun sign. And Mercury shows strong communication there, the ability to really get your point across. Sun in the second house of finance. There's a lot of financial stuff going on here as well, from what I can see. Mercury moves into your second house of finance on the 7th of February. So expect a lot of letter writing, emails, communication, all to do with that full moon that I'm talking about on the 11th. So between the 7th, the 11th, and even a little bit further on, your attention will be very much on financial matters from what I can see there. Mercury is also exceptional for branding yourself. If you're in sales or marketing, or you've got something to sell, this is the time to do it. You can go out and advertise that and really make some waves. You'll be rewarded with your efforts when Mercury moves into the second house. And I don't see any retrogression this month, so things are likely to move forward for you. And I think you should do so with great confidence. There is a conjunction of Mars, the 11th ruler, with Uranus. And that takes place on the 27th, towards the end of the month. Mars is your planet ruling friendship. So you can expect something a little bit left of field happening there in the last few days of the month. That'll happen. You'll start to feel the effects of that a bit earlier, but it'll be somewhat abrupt, maybe even shocking. So brace yourself for that. And again, the lesson for this month, especially with Mars and Moon, this is the Mars we're talking about, being volatile and reactive, that you must keep a lid on it and don't assume the worst, even though some sudden things may happen towards the end of the month. Keep a cool head and all will go well for you, Capricorn. Don't forget to get this snapshot reading in the context of the larger picture that I've written up on for Capricorn 2017, the yearly horoscope, along with our daily horoscopes, monthly there in more detail, and you can get a better idea of where this piece of the jigsaw fits in your life throughout 2017. And I do hope to have you company here next month. You can get all that information and more at astrology.com.au. Till next month, take care. Bye-bye.